Okay, we're back with more Field Commander, and this time I will hopefully get through the next mission faster than I did the previous one. The previous mission was just slow, but things do get a little quicker from here on out. Anyhow, the game will sometimes branch out into multiple paths, but of course you have to play all the missions anyways, so why it does this, I don't know. So, let's get right to it. I have no idea how the missions are numbered, by the way. This one's 29, the next one is 31.
Good morning, Commander. Glad to see you volunteered for this mission.
Thank you so much for selecting this, even though you're going to play it anyways.
James Castanelli, son of General Castanelli, leader of the armed forces abroad, was kidnapped last Tuesday.
But for me, it was Tuesday. That guy gets kidnapped every Tuesday, so it's common for me.
We believe James is in one of these two locations in hostile enemy territory. Your objective is to either eliminate
enemy territory? You don't know who the enemy is.
Overtake their headquarters.
How many times can you, like, contextualize the same objective, by the way, and not just repeat the same thing over and over? At least Advance Wars. Well, Advance Wars doesn't do this.
Popularly referred to as the Butchers.
The Butchers!
These boys don't follow the rules of engagement.
What was the voice actor doing with that line?
Suffer before they kill them. These boys are on our side, and it's a good thing, too. The 9th Infantry Division,
oh, awesome.
Sharks might be
a card-themed group.
Fire and survive long enough to secure
so I guess they slow play their hands, because they move slow.
I'll tell you, you're lucky to have them. As we speak, the General's son is in grave danger. Time is of the essence. Good luck, soldier.
Good luck. I guess I have good luck, considering I've got the card sharks. Unfortunately, they completely suck. Their infantry have -1 movement day to day. Okay, they have better defense, and what else do they have? Well, they can also put 2 infantry wherever they please with the CO power, but that's and the superpower is just a grunt power-up thing. So they're not very interesting. And the other guys are... well, the other guys are exactly the same. That's kind of disappointing. A mirror match. How fantastic. Okay, so here's the map. Not much to look at. The enemy just has 6 grunts. And that's it. Starting to call them by this game's name instead of their Advance Wars name. So since our infantry are stuck only moving 2 spaces per turn, we're going to need that factory. He did absolutely nothing on the first turn. Okay then.
Hello, Commander.
Okay, stow it. New unit! We have rocket launchers! And in this game, rocket launchers also fire missiles, so they can attack anything. Except for submerged submarines. But they only have 2 to 4 range and 5 shots, so that's something to watch for.
Those rocket launchers? My son's squirt gun has more firepower. Go ahead and play with your new toy, Commander. We'll beat you regardless.
Get used to the enemy constantly taunting you no matter how well you're doing. It's kind of their thing. So yeah, we have rocket launchers. Considering the mechs were also indirects, I guess the designers counted them as the artillery of this game. And they also didn't see any purpose in having a separate missile unit, which I can kind of get behind that. Alright, so let's start laying waste here. Can't reach that infantry. I have no idea why they let you attack cities. Is it just so you can reduce their income? Because a thing about the sparse cities is that they have lower capture number, but they also only get $500 dollars? We're using dollars? Okay then.
Yes, sir. Sir.
I hate having slow-moving infantry. It's not a good idea. So now that we know that their infantry are slow movers, we can take advantage of it. That should be safe. Isn't he supposed to say something? I thought he had a... I thought the enemy CO had another line for this mission. What's going on? Or maybe he just says it only if you try to play possum. But I've already started my attack, so... 7 damage, whoa! Alright, so this is already going smoother than my previous attempt. I unfortunately had to ditch my previous recording of this mission because I ran out of disk space. Tried to play like the next 4 levels in succession. That wasn't a good idea. What is he building an APC for? It's all the rocket can fire at, so... So, it should be pretty easy to run right over him. Using indirect units does take kind of a couple of... I guess it takes a little more. Oh, I see why I started with so much money, because you have so little income, because you don't have an H... and you don't have an HQ. That is very strange that they would not give you an HQ. Oh, but the enemy certainly has income on this map. Maybe that's why you're allowed to attack the cities. Hate not being able to capture. Alright, so I think that's everything. Still not a difficult level overall. That tank stopped right in the range of my rockets without firing. At least do something, dude. Anyhow, this should be over very quickly. Oh, just 1 damage. I'll probably rout them on the next turn, I guess. Nah, I'm not gonna rout them on the next turn. So what was that about making the opponent suffer or something, I guess, that the enemy CO was supposed to be famous for? Stop building some units. Oh yeah, I forgot. Indirects can counterattack if the enemy, like, fired at them from within range, so that's kind of a sick thing, come to think of it. Doesn't really matter here, but you gotta keep that in mind, I guess.
Decoy, Commander. The General's son is not here.
I lost, except I win anyways. Get used to that.
Failed.
Thank you for fighting.
Well done, Commander. Even though we didn't find the General's son, placing a tracking device on that meteorologist...
Let's just put tracking devices on everybody. Like, why even bother not doing it? I mean, it's so easy to do, apparently.
As things stand, the situation looks grave, but we're closing in. Until next time, soldier. Dismissed.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, next stage. I'm gonna use a separate save in case something silly happens.
Hello, Commander. Hell of a good run on that last mission.
Oh, I
but
thank you.
Unfortunately, General Castanelli's son is still missing. I should tell you that this mission is a personal...
Oh, we don't want to hear the life
Known the
story
man for
of
40
this.
years.
Just
Hell, we served in 3 wars. And
Just
I've
give
never
us
seen
the
it like this.
level
The sooner we
info.
find his boy, the better it'll be for everyone. Now that we've eliminated the first possible location, our only other lead points to this area.
It's a shame you
Your
didn't try
mission
the
is
other
to
one
destroy
first.
all of the
How did
enemy
you decide
units
where to
or
go
capture
first?
this
Did you, like,
HQ,
toss a coin
the
or something?
most likely location for holding our hostage. Now, on to the information on our hostiles. Yes, she's young and beautiful.
Oh, an
but
arbitrary,
unfortunately, Shannon
the
Bradley,
token
aka
female,
Alacrity, is
arbitrary
also on
token
almost every
female,
nation's
enemy
most
CO
wanted list.
thing.
Her work with terrorists has given her experience well beyond her years and includes a knack for demolitions and mechanics. She works with the 1st Infantry Division, known as the Death Notices. These
You were
fellows
that
tend to
close to
rely
calling
on
them
brute
the
force,
Death
but
Notes
rarely
with a
listen
little
to orders.
notebook
This
with
may give you an advantage.
death written on
As
it.
part of this mission, the 43rd Gunnery Division, Fire's Rain, will be available for you.
Spoiler
Some
alert,
expert
these guys are
marksmen, these
blandies.
boys. This is a do-or-die mission, Commander. If we don't find the General's son soon, we can assume the worst.
Alright, so first, let's check out our new divisions. Okay, it looks like they're grim for the most part. Things are looking grim for these guys. Better firepower, lesser defense. And the Death Notices have... Oh, they're a copy of that one division I mentioned that has +1 move day to day. That's beautiful. It's a good thing none of the enemy units on this map are a threat. Okay, so this is the first mission with an air unit, a transport copter to be precise. Now, air units are actually really cool in this game because you can put... the maps in this game have different layers, so you can put air units on top of ground units. Yeah! That's... I think it's cool at any rate, but the really cool part is air units can fly over any other enemy unit. They can't move through other enemy air units, of course. But yeah, you can no longer stop a fighter by surrounding it with foot soldiers, basically. And when we get to when we get to the Navy stages, either submarines basically work in the same way. They can go under enemy boats. It's actually kind of a cool thing, but I do kind of miss being able to lock down those pesky fighters. I guess that's something for the Advance Wars fan game creators out there to think about trying. Oh yeah, this level also has another weird gimmick, and here it is.
Better watch your step, Commander. I've got plenty more mines where those came from.
Spoiler alert, that's the only mine on the map.
I hear you have...
So yeah, mines. These are a thing that can pop up on campaign maps. But also, the mech units in this game, the special ops as they are called, they are not only indirect mechs, they can also lay those mines themselves. So that's pretty cool. Of course, they're completely overpowered. You just lay down this giant wall of mines, and the enemy constantly has to run into them in order to be able to do anything. Actually, you know what? It's a really overpowered ability, and they shouldn't have made it, but, you know, can't really do anything about it. If it makes the game 10 times easier, then what does it matter? These maps are already pathetic. So yeah, when you run into a mine, you stop right there and you take damage. It's like being ambushed in a Fog of War stage. Uh-oh, the rocket went to the left. I don't have a strategy for that. Oh wait, I could just... Yeah. Actually, I'm lucky it went over to the side with the indirect unit there. You don't get a battle copter in this mission, which is kind of unfortunate, but I can deal. And now the other side. Hey, look! That HQ looks just ripe, doesn't it? I don't think I can get the infantry within range. No, he's one square out of the... He's one square away from being able to move there. I'll take the factory, though. this is one of those rare stages where the enemy has a factory and you're the one who has to deal with not having one. Kinda wish we had a couple more of those, but I suppose it would be very difficult. Well, this stage isn't difficult, but... just a couple more units, and then this map will not be a threat at all. The difficulty of Field Commander is actually very low, which I find kind of unfortunate, but it's really hard to make a difficult Advance Wars stage without it being just this completely insane can-base error stage, where in order to actually finish the stage at all, you have to, like, make very specific movements. Look, can-base error on hard mode, of course. I actually think the original Advance Wars is actually really good about its difficulty. It's the right balance of hard without being crazy, unless you're on hard mode. Then it just goes completely insane. But enough about Advance Wars games that are actually Advance Wars games. We were just about to finish the stage. Oh, hey, a CO power. That didn't amount to much, considering there was only one unit left. Also, the little notice that tells you what the CO power does doesn't appear until after one of your units has already moved. Or something like that. It looks kind of unprofessional, to be totally honest.
Take the hostage back to Daddy now. We have all we need from him.
Not a bad voice actress, actually.
General Castanelli congratulates you and sends his utmost thanks for finding his son. Even
What,
though
he
the
doesn't
boy
have a
was drugged,
portrait?
it appears
You
he'll be
gave the other
destroyed.
guys portraits, but
and
not
the symbol
this
of the
one
canister
important
matches
character?
The one the weatherman told us about. Hopefully Spider and his boys will have more information on it soon. Dismissed.
Anyhow, that'll do it for that set of stages. Next up, we have a snow level. Won't that be fun?